Alright guys, so today I really wanted to go to the Lego Movie 2 screening, but the showings have been sold out, and not only that, but it was a theater 30 minutes away from me, so instead I just decided to wait 2 more weeks for the opening weekend and see it in either IMAX or in Dolby. So instead today I'm going to be watching The Kid Who Be King. The trailers for this movie, in my opinion, have been pretty awful. I did not like a single trailer for this movie, but this movie has been getting some pretty good reviews, some pretty good buzz around it. So, you never know till you actually see the movie. So hopefully it's just one of those surprising movies early in the year that could hopefully end up being good. So, we'll just see how this movie turns out to be. I just gotta say, you gotta love A-List. So before I continue with this movie day, I just kind of want to make a quick announcement of something that I have been wanting to do this since last year, and I wasn't too sure about it, but now I decided on it, and I want to at least try it. Aside from doing movie days with this channel, I want to do this thing where I just kind of watch movies before the next one comes out. Like, for example, How to Train Your Dragon 3. The movie doesn't come out for another month, but I'm going to be lucky enough to attend a screening to go see it next week. Luckily, that screening's 10 minutes away from me, so I could go. And basically what this new thing will be is, of course, I'm going to, record myself watching the first two movies, and I'm going to give you guys my quick review or opinion on the movie, and, at the same time, prepare myself for the third movie. So I kind of want to try it out with How to Train Your Dragon, of course, watching the first two movies, and I want to try it out with the Lego Movie also, watching the other three Lego movies that exist out there. So just quick thing, something that I just personally want to do. I want to test it out at first, see if I enjoy doing it or not, or how it just turns out. So I'm gonna try it out, at least for those two movies. So anyways, let's continue this movie day and let's head to the theater.
Is it fresh? Sort of. The chef had it this morning.
Alright guys, so I've been forgetting to do this review. I don't know why, but I did go see The Kid Who Would Be King, and afterwards I did go see Dragon Ball Z Super Broly. Quick opinion on Dragon Ball Z, I just didn't feel like making a whole movie day and review for that, but quick opinion on that. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, it's a must-see. I'd say definitely worth paying to go watch in theaters. Although, if you're not a Dragon Ball Z fan, and I will admit, I myself am not at all a Dragon Ball person. Like, I just don't like anime at all, really. But I actually enjoyed Dragon Ball Super Broly. I thought it was actually really entertaining. Although there's just something about it that just didn't feel like a movie. It didn't feel cinematic at all. But the movie is really entertaining. And again, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, then you guys must go see this in theaters. You guys are really gonna love it. If you're not a Dragon Ball fan like me, maybe give it a shot, but not in theaters. I don't know, just at home. The reason why I saw it in theaters is because I have AMC A-List, and I had nothing better to watch. But yeah, fun time. But anyways, let's get talking about The Kid Who Would Be King, which is basically a new modern take on the classic tale of King Arthur. And basically in this movie we have a kid named Alex who stumbles across an Excalibur sword, and him and these other kids also come across a young Merlin who will warn them about an army of supernatural creatures that they must stop. Now, remember how in the beginning of this video I mentioned that the trailers for this, or not the trailers because there's only one trailer for this movie, but the marketing alone for this movie has been pretty bad. It comes out to my surprise that this movie is actually good. Director Joe Carnish delivers us an absolutely fun story that never really gets boring, and it never loses its sense of fun. I thought that the story here is a lot of fun, and it really does move forward smoothly for the most part, and it never really feels dull either. There's a lot of smart and cleverness to some of the scenes as well, and I also thought that the first two acts of this thing was actually really damn good. Although for me personally, it kind of fell apart just a tad in the third act. There's just something about the third act that just kind of felt quick. It just felt rushed. It just felt like they were just pushing it out there just to end the movie, because the movie is 2 hours long, so it's pretty lengthy, especially for a family movie. But yeah, something about that third act just kind of felt just rushed. And there is some corniness from some of these scenes in the third act, like the action. But it's all aware of that, and I'm pretty sure those were the intentions for this movie. When making the movie about King Arthur, but having kids star as the lead role and making it a family movie, you know what you're making. You know what you're gonna get as the final result. A kind of a corny movie, but at the same time, a really good family movie. And of course, that it's really good if it's made well. And this is a well-made movie, I would say. But I do believe that some of the writing for the characters could have perhaps have been a tad better. For example, like our main character, he's a good lead, just that he has that cliche to him. That cliche of being that character to like grow up without a parent, grow up without a dad in this case, and letting that affect them throughout the whole movie, and just kind of sort of becoming a motivation. I find that to be a cliche, and they really used that here. And also another cliche that they did here was with two of the kids in this movie who at first turned out to be the school bullies, but then they transitioned to some of the good characters in this movie, some of the good guys in this movie. The writing for them is also cliche because, again, at first, when they first appear, they just seem to be the generic school bullies, although they do transition to much better characters after that. But, some of the character writing is just a little generic, I guess you could say. Although I will say the kid performances in this movie are actually really good. The main character is actually played by Andy Serkis' son, so he did a really good job. I thought that he was definitely a standout about this movie. And I'm also really surprised with how the action was handled here, especially for a family movie. The action here, this movie I think was made on a $60 million budget, and for what it's worth, it's actually some really damn good action with some really good CGI. So I was really impressed with this movie. There's not much else to say about this movie except that it was a pleasant surprise. And so far, the biggest prize of the year. Of course, I don't think it's going to stay as the biggest prize of the year. We're only a month into the year again. But so far, January hasn't been a bad year. A bad month this year. Again, January is known for releasing all the really bad movies. Don't get me wrong, we had some really bad movies this month. We had Escape Room, which I thought was terrible. Norm of the North 2, which I did see recently, and that was also terrible. But then we do have some of the bigger surprises, like The Kid Who Would Be King. With that being said, I would say that this movie is definitely worth watching on a matinee/discount day, and I'm going to give this movie a B. Anyways, if you guys did see this movie, tell me in the comment section below what you guys thought about it. And before I wrap up this video, I want to give a quick few announcements of the next few videos that you guys should expect. Of course, after this video, I'm uploading my On the Road to How to Train Your Dragon video, which is basically me watching the first two How to Train Your Dragon movies, giving you guys my quick thoughts on those. And tomorrow, I'm going to a special advanced screening for Alita Battle Angel. It's going to be in 3D. I'm really excited. So expect a review for that probably Friday night, if not Saturday morning, because Friday is actually my birthday and I'm going to be out. I'm going to the movies. I'm going to go see that movie, Miss Bala. So that review might be up on Saturday as well. And then on Saturday, I'm going to go see How to Train Dragon 3. So hopefully that video is also up on Saturday, if not Sunday morning, hopefully. And then next Thursday, I go see the Lego Movie 2, which I'm very excited for. I have a very big week ahead of me. So if some of these videos do get delayed, it's probably because I'm busy just editing them and recording them. But yeah, I'm really excited for the next few days. And yeah, okay. So this is where I wrap up this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, actually, in the next few days when I upload the video for the Alita review. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.